Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm starting up a new series, something I've wanted to do for a really long time. I'm a huge Pokemon nerd, and I figured, you know what, this is probably my favorite Pokemon game of all time. That's including all the main games. Like this one stands probably at the top, and I've played it through so many times regularly that I've lost count at this point. So I decided to randomize it. So we have the dungeons are randomized, the NPCs are randomized, the bosses, the enemies, even our starter and our partner are all randomized. The movesets are the same, but I have randomized the abilities because I think random abilities is pretty interesting. I forgot to disable Wonder Guard, so Wonder Guard is an ability that either we or enemies could have. And if we run into them, we're probably just going to have to reset the game, depending on the typings, obviously. But we're going to get started here with the personality quiz that they do at the beginning, which means even less now than it does in the regular game. So I believe that the questions are all randomized, but I'm just going to spam through the top just so we can get into the gameplay. No, British people are not real. Good lord, what's happening here? Okay, that's the only one I'm actually gonna answer. Oh my god, okay. Those questions were ridiculous. I'm sure there was a lot of humor. Apologies to the devs, I didn't want to read through them. Except for the one about British people, because British people aren't real. Everybody knows that. Okay, so obviously all of this dialogue here means nothing because we're going to be given a randomized starter. So for our partner, I'm just going to ask Google to pick a number between 1 and 15. We get a Dusclops. That's interesting. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 21. 4. Alright, we get a Mareep. Okay, you know what? I'm sure there were worse things that we could get. Dusclops and Mareep, though. Wow, that's an interesting duo. That's an interesting duo for sure. Okay, so Dusclops and Mareep, that's very interesting. We got some type diversity, which is good. We did get a second stage in Dusclops. I don't know. We'll have to check the abilities and the movesets once we actually get into the game here. Let's see what happens. We're gonna get through all the dialogue of the beginning of the game, and then we're gonna see what rivals or nemesis, which of course is usually Zubat and Coughing. But I guess we're gonna figure this out right here real quick. This whole footprint identification thing is such a weird concept. Like, they don't want to let bad Pokemon in the guild, so we can tell by looking at their feet. It's weird. I think Diglett's just a little bit of a freak. Guy's probably just snapping photos down there and uploading them to Feet Finder, if I had to guess. The worst part is nobody knows what's happening underground when it comes to Diglett, so just yeah. Okay, we got a Phanpy and a Crawdon. That's I don't know. I don't think those two Pokemon have ever been seen side by side. I don't think they're going to be too much trouble, which is good for this first boss fight. But it really just depends on abilities and moves. So we're gonna have to check to see what our abilities and moves are, because like I said before, I randomized abilities, but I did not randomize the move sets, because I think that would be too chaotic. So anyways, if I go quiet at any point, it's probably just because I'm listening to the music. The music in this game, the soundtrack is perfect. It is so good. Like, oh, the music's unreal. The music is unreal. Alright, alright, alright. It's nice too because randomizers work really well with this game because every single Pokemon has a portrait, like, with different emotions and stuff. That must have taken a lot of work to do. So it really still feels like you're playing the legitimate game. It's pretty neat. So we're gonna spam through the dialogue here. I know it so well after playing this game so much. If anybody's curious, you can slow down or pause the video. Of course, we're gonna call ourselves Scud. I'm excited too when we can actually add other team members. I know that's a little bit ways down the road. I understand why Mareep doesn't just like Thunder Shock both of them to like oblivion right here. It's a really interesting different aspect for a Pokemon game where they can all like talk to each other and stuff. It's cool though, and honestly I think the story is really good in this game. Like, yeah, if you've never played it before, I would highly recommend it. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Probably my favorite Pokemon game. Emerald's close, but... Okay, anyways, we're going to check out what our team's looking like. So we have Disable, Thunder Punch, Bind, and Gravity already. That's not bad at all. Mareep's got Tackle and Growl. Okay. We're going to check our abilities and stuff here. So we have Flower Gift, which boosts the team's attack and special defense in sunny weather, and Skill Link enables the Pokemon to always attempt the top number of hits with a multi-strike move. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know if Dusclops can learn any multi-strike moves, but not off the top of my head. Anyways, let's check Mareep here quick. Causes wild Pokemon to appear on a dungeon floor if the Pokemon is attacked. Oh no. And then boosts the Pokemon's attack but reduces its accuracy. Illuminate is really bad. That's gonna make things infinitely harder for us. Oh boy, okay. So yeah, basically that means every time Mareep is attacked, a random wild Pokemon will spawn on the floor. Which is, yeah, that's interesting. Skill swap. Oh good, Blaziken. That's pretty cool. Okay, we get a new move already, Nightshade. Range enemies within the one tile range goes special. Okay, definitely. Okay, Bind sucks. Disable is actually going to be helpful. We went up 2 levels. So I think to balance out the randomizer, it's going to be a lot easier to level up because obviously, like, we're fighting a Blaziken. We're going to get a lot more XP from a Blaziken than we would on the regular enemies in Beach Cave, which I think are just like Shellos. So we're gonna juke out this Aaron quick. Especially Mareep having Illuminate is gonna be interesting for getting XP too, because I think we're gonna be fighting a lot more enemies. Anyways, this should be a pretty easy boss fight, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think we can just Thunder Punch Crawdon, and Phanpy probably can't do anything, so... I don't think this would be that hard. And then we have Nightshade if we need to. But one of the quality of life changes is if I hold down the left button, then we can just use any of our moves instead of having to set moves, because that was always a pretty annoying feature. Okay, if we keep missing attacks, this might be a... Oh no. Alright. Are you kidding me? Well, we contributed pretty much nothing to that. Marie carried our ass, but we got the win. I'm surprised. Crawdaunt had like no HP at all. Weird. Weird. I think the way I'm going to break up the series too is by chapters. I know some chapters are longer than other ones, so I may tweak it a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Now we get the whole spiel on the relic fragment. So this is the whole first chapter. I know the second chapter starts when you go up to join the guild, so... Maybe we'll run the first 2 chapters together in the same video. I don't know. We'll, I'll figure that out. Because the first chapter's not very long, and that took us way quicker than it would normally, maybe even. We got lucky with stairways, so... Yeah, once you've actually played this game a few times, all this dialogue is just like, how fast can you spam A? We'll go to Rhyhorn's place. Okay, so Wigglytuff has been randomized to Rhyhorn, I guess. That's kind of funny. Alright, so that's the end of the first chapter. There we go. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play through this game as a randomizer. Obviously, I'm new to the whole YouTube thing, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm learning a lot, and if I can just entertain one person, then it is totally worth it for me. So if you're enjoying it, you want to stick around and follow this series, then you know, a subscription to the channel would be extremely appreciated. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up too. Comment what your favorite Pokemon game is, because you know, this one's off the board, but yeah, I'm interested to see what people think, or no, not what the best Pokemon game is, but what their favorite is. I am curious to find out, so leave a comment with that, and I will see you guys in part 2, where we will join the guild and see what all the NPCs randomize to, which should be pretty interesting. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.